Raw Talks, episode 5. To become everything that you can be, you have to let go of everything that you already are. Because you are likely watching this and you know that you can be better. You know that you can become more. You know that you can be great. You know that you're capable of achieving the things in your life that you want. You know it deep down that you're not lacking talent. You're not lacking anything. You're not lacking in anything. Anything that you want to do, you can do it. But why, as humans, do we not do what we know we are capable of doing? And it is because we cling to those old habits, those old ideas, those old friends that are comforting. It's comfortable for us to not have to change. It's comfortable for us to keep the same habits. But you have to destroy that part of you. I know it may sound harsh and extreme, but you have to let go of everything that you currently are to become everything that you could be. And that may mean letting go of friends, letting go of toxic family members, letting go of toxic habits, letting go of the things that are holding you back from achieving the version of yourself that has everything you want. What's helped me in this regard is visualizing the ideal version of myself, the version of me who has the life that I want. What does that version of me do? Where does he live? How does he act? How does he think? Because it says it in the Bible, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Because our internal is going to dictate our external, never the other way around. And that's where most people get it wrong. They let their outer circumstances dictate what they feel on the inside. But you have to be so certain on the inside of what you are becoming that what's happening on the outside doesn't bother you, because the outer world will catch up eventually. But you can't cling to the current version of you if you want to reach the better version of you. So close your eyes for a second, sit somewhere quiet and just think. Think what your ideal life looks like. Think how much money you're making, because this is different for everyone else. But you need to have that in your mind, the ideal version of yourself. And then you have to start to act like that version of yourself already in the present reality. Think like that version of you, act like that version of you, walk like that version of you. Do what that version of you will do. Because I promise you, that version of you who is successful doesn't break promises to himself, doesn't hang around toxic people, doesn't go into toxic environments. That version of you has built great habits, has built the discipline. You need to now make the correct decisions. And I can't tell you what the correct decisions for you are, because the correct decisions for me to where I want to go is posting consistently, being disciplined in the gym, training constantly, taking care of my body. Those are the decisions that give me the highest return on my investment to reach the best version of me. But sit down somewhere quiet and think about who you want to truly become. And then what does that version of you do, act, and think like? Where does he live? How much money does he make? And then you can reverse engineer what habits you need to build to become that version of you. Because all day we are with our own mind. And if you don't think the right thoughts, if you don't make the habit of thinking the right thoughts, the thoughts that better version of you, your ideal version of yourself is making, you're never going to reach that version. Why do most people never reach their ideal life? It is not because they are incapable, far from it. Every single one of you watching this video is capable of greatness, and I want you to understand that this is something I am so passionate about. I want you to understand, whoever you are watching this video, wherever the hell you may be watching from, I want you to know that you are capable of greatness. You don't need to settle for average. But to achieve that best version of yourself, to achieve your ideal life, you need to let go of what you currently are. You need to destroy your current self. You are not going to reach your ideal life with your current self, with your current habits, with your current thoughts. That's what stops people. They think that the outer world has to change for them to change. But until you change, nothing is going to change. Until you change yourself, until you start to act like the version of you who already has everything you want, until you build those habits, it's always going to be a dream for you. And then people blame it on external circumstances. Know that with your mind, you can achieve whatever you want. But with your mind also, it can either be your greatest weapon or your biggest enemy. And for most people, unfortunately, it's their biggest enemy. They don't think the right thoughts. They don't form the right habits. They cling on. We as humans love to cling on to what's comfortable. It's comfortable to do the bad habits, to eat junk food, to not go to the gym, to watch Netflix. All those parts of our old self, it's so comfortable to be them. It's so comfortable. And the human mind loves comfort. That's why change is so hard. Because change is uncomfortable. Change is not pleasant. But you have to go through the uncomfortable period to reach the ideal version of yourself. And until you keep clinging on to those old comfortable bits of yourself, to that version of you currently, if you keep clinging on to that version of yourself, you're never going to reach your goal, ideal reality. Because to achieve something that you've never achieved before, you have to become someone that you've never been before. Don't allow anyone to tell you this is impossible. Identity creation. Be intentional with your life. Who you spend your time with, where your attention goes, what you watch, what content you consume. Everything matters. Every decision you make today is shaping you into the person you are becoming. Every habit you cultivate, either consciously or unconsciously, is forming you into the person you are becoming. Every great decision you make is reinforcing that best version of you. Every wrong decision or every negative decision you make is reinforcing that you stay in your current reality. So next time you want to make a decision, ask yourself, what would the ideal version of me do? And I promise you, if you live like that, truthfully and honestly, you will get everything you want. Don't cling on to your current self. Keep evolving, keep getting better, and never stop. And never forget, you were born to be great.